This video is simply about a guitar. Obviously, this video is just a way for me to show you guys a cool guitar, the way that it sounds, and the stunning beauty of this guitar. But I tried to make it more than that. I tried to make it directly reflect my feelings on how much I love music. I am a normal person like any of you out there, and I am a normal bedroom guitarist. Don't get me wrong, I love watching big channels review gear and talk about it. But recently, I've started to notice that while their content is extremely well planned, well produced, and very informative, it takes away the human aspect of excitement. I can say without hyperbole that the moment I receive this guitar will be one that I remember for the rest of my life. Most of you would agree that buying and receiving new gear is one of the great joys in life, and this guitar is no exception for me. I'm deeply sorry for any who tried to buy this guitar and couldn't, but I hope my attempt to allow you to experience this guitar as much as possible helps you feel the deep love for it that I have already developed. You guys all know why you're here. January 2021, I ordered the Elusive Lunar Silver Sky. I was one of 1,000 people to get it, one of 76 to get it from Sweetwater. Fast forward a couple months, it was supposed to come at the end of May, beginning of June. But I got a call from my guy at Sweetwater, Trevor Parks, and he told me that it came early, so it was shipping early. It ended up arriving on April 30th. So 2 days ago, I've had this guitar for 2 days. You're so sick of me talking, let's just look at the guitar. Introducing the Lunar Silver Sky. Oh. I really can't say. I've watched lots of videos on this to get prepared for it to come. And I must say, they were right. The camera really cannot do this thing justice. It just doesn't. If you can see all those little things of blue, that is not just reflection. That is actually the blue paint coming out. I've seen purple, green, blue, silver, pink, kind of almost a red. And I'll show you a picture of that red that I captured. It's on my Instagram right now. This is genuinely the most beautiful guitar I have ever laid eyes on and I have ever played. I wish you guys were here to see it in person. The camera cannot do it justice. And don't worry, I'm going to do some pictures of it outside, some video of it outside so I can capture that natural light. Because I found that it actually looks best in the natural light, which I think is interesting. Alright. Time to go over some specs. As you can see, it's a John Mayer Silver Sky. It has the maple fretboard, which is that's a lot of the difference between this and last year's limited edition, the Nebula. That one had the rosewood. This one has the maple. The hollow bird inlays for PRS. You know they always have the bird inlays. They've got the PRS 635 John Mayer pickups. These, I know that John Mayer and Paul Reed Smith worked very hard on these to make it sound as vintage as possible. And from what I've played and from what I've heard, they did a really good job. Obviously a 5-way selector switch. On the Silver Sky we have 3 knobs. We have the volume and 2-tone. Now, a lot of people have complained about these knobs, saying they're too smooth. I personally enjoy it, but that's probably a little bit of a bias because I just have already fallen in love with this guitar. I love PRS guitars, and I enjoy them. I think they're satisfying to play with. Obviously, we have the vintage locking tuners right there, and then we just have the regular PRS headstock with access to the truss rod. On the back, no back plate, like on all Silver Skies. We do get this very cool plaque that says 1 of 1,000, the limited John Mayer model. I love that. I love that a whole bunch. We have the modified input jack. We have the modified input for the jack, so it's like easier to go in. We have a fairly standard bridge, fairly standard for like a Strat style guitar. It does only do whammy forward. It doesn't go back at all, which I don't really mind. I never use the whammy all that much anyways. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I've had this guitar for 2 days now, and like I came home from work the other day. I had to go back, and I came home just to come into my room and look at it. Man. Guys, I know this is crazy, but I'm pretty sure I can still smell the spray paint and like the freshness of the wood. That might be a placebo, so don't mark me on that. Let's go over what y'all wanted to hear. Let's go over some tones. Let me get my tone app out. In videos that I've watched, I like more, instead of someone talking about the different tones of the guitar, I mean, obviously that's great and it's educational, not educational, it's informative. I would rather have them just kind of play through some of the tones. So that's what I wanted to do for you guys, just so you could get a really good sense and be able to hear what the guitar sounds like. So we're going to start out with just the Slow Dancing in a Burning Room tone that I've created on my modeler amp. This is what I used for that Slow Dancing rendition. I'm using the neck bridge or neck middle pickup. That's like the holy grail. That's how John Mayer plays it. That's the holy grail for Strat positions when you're playing just smooth ballads, you know. So if I just I play a lot of my songs in that kind of tone, you know. Which, by the way, announcement on my own original music at the end of this video, so stay tuned. That is obviously a lot of what this guitar was designed to do. It's designed to create that smooth, balladier, John Mayer bluesy soft tone, but they did such a good job in creating things that this guitar could do that a regular Strat like that could not. Now let me show you what I mean. This is my John Petrucci lead. Well, not even just lead. This is my John Petrucci tone. It creates a great rhythm metal tone. It creates a sound that's very similar to John Petrucci. But I've been experimenting with this. Let me show you what I mean. This is Soothsayer by Buckethead, but the heavier part. And I think this guitar can do it just as well as any other guitar. That sounds pretty good. One thing that I would say about it is it's definitely not as dense as, say, my Gibson Les Paul or my Custom 24. It sounds more like the classic rock heavier tones. You know, they say heavy, but it's not really heavy. But it's more of those tones, the classic rock stuff. It's kind of like if I was to play Rush or something. You know? It gives out that very classic rock kind of vibe, but it still is heavy. Well, I'm gonna get some clap back for that one. It's heavy for me. I'm not the biggest fan of super heavy. For me, that's about as heavy as I would ever go, and I think it does a good job. Now, on the other hand, if we try out this tone with some lead guitar, it still does an amazing job. Now, obviously, a metal guitar that's designed to create those tones is going to sound a little bit better for metal than this guitar will. But granted, this is John Mayer's guitar. John Mayer does not play stuff like... He's not a heavy guitarist. He's a blues balladeer. And I think that this guitar just is so versatile, and I kind of wasn't expecting that. I was more expecting it to just be very, very good at doing what it's supposed to do. But it surprised me in the sense that it can do pretty much anything that I really want it to. I think the favorite tone that I've discovered on this guitar, and just kind of an outlier that you wouldn't really expect, is the kind of virtuoso soft guitarist, but not really soft. I'm talking about Andy Timmons. One, I have his Electric Gypsy tone, which is one of my favorite all-time tones. It's incredible. But this guitar pulled it off better than I expected it to, and it is quite pleasant. It's one of my favorite songs to play so far on this guitar. That concludes the tone section. Right now, we're just going to go straight into the beauty of this guitar. Did you guys see that thing? Let's go! I'm very excited to have this guitar. Let me go grab it so you guys can look at it a little bit more. Yeah! I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. If you don't want to like and subscribe, that's okay. But sooner or later you'll come back. You'll come crawling back to me. And then you can still subscribe then. So... it's your choice of whether you want to subscribe now or whether you want to subscribe later. It's your choice. I would advise that you just subscribe now. That way you don't have to be so embarrassed later, you know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I've tried to make this experience and this video as relatable for you guys as I can. This has been one of the greatest experiences of my life so far. I mean, just the stigma around this guitar, the rarity, the internet presence that it has so far, ever since the PRS announced it. It's one of my, I can tell it's going to be my baby throughout the years. Don't get me wrong, I love my other guitars, but this one has already found a very special place in my heart. If I could, I would let each one of you come and play this guitar, and just look at it, because it's an amazing experience. So I'm going to continue to make content for you guys. I'm going to continue to try to make you feel like you're here with me. I really want to meet all of you. I really wish I could. And it means a lot that you even came here to click on my video and came here to watch me. I love each and every one of you with all of my heart. I've been working on an EP for a while, and I thought this would be a good video to announce it as well. Basically, I'm planning on releasing songs individually for my EP and eventually my album. So in the next week or 2 weeks, I'll announce it on my Instagram later this week. I'm going to be releasing my first song called Comfortable Mediocrity. And here, let me give you a little sneak peek of the album cover. My girlfriend painted and designed the album cover. Her Instagram is Sadie Mag Studios, so make sure you go follow her. I'm only going to give you a sneak peek. You need another one? Oh, alright, that's all you guys get. You'll see it later. I need to do some photoshopping. I think it's going to be a really cool concept for an album cover. I'm putting my heart and soul into this album. I've been writing and recording it for a very long time. So I'm going to be releasing song by song, and I'll have more details to come. I'll be releasing my first song very soon. So make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, go follow my Instagram, do whatever you need to. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and